In the previous video, we talked about the neuroscience that explained why adult content will always end up in an addiction. Make sure to watch the previous video if you haven't yet. I'll leave the link in the description. So now that you understand the science behind adult content addiction, we have to talk about why it's so hard to overcome this addiction. The reward circuit is activated in the presence of activities that will guarantee our survival, such as eating, bonding with others, reaching our goals, entertainment, making love, and novelty. And for the purpose of this video, we're going to focus on having intercourse and novelty. Getting laid is the most pleasurable natural activity that humans can practice. That is why the reward circuit is activated so strongly when you get laid. And if you add that novelty also activates the reward system, you get the perfect explanation of why adult content is so addictive. That's why we're going to talk about the 4 factors that make adult content so difficult to quit. First, adult content tricks your brain into thinking you're really getting laid. And second, your brain interprets each new video as a new partner, which kicks your reward circuit into overdrive. That's why many adult content addicts have dozens of tabs open in their browser and rarely watch more than 1 minute from each video, and it's because their brain is addicted to sexual novelty. This preference for new sexual partners is called the Coolidge Effect. This is when levels of dopamine, which is the molecule that motivates you to seek rewards, increase due to the possibility of getting laid with a new partner. And if that wasn't enough, adult content is a supernormal stimulus, which means it stimulates our brain more than any other thing found in nature and real life. By the way, brother, the most important book that helped me to quit my porn addiction was Your Brain on Porn by Gary Wilson. And today I want to give you for absolutely free this book because I know that it will help you overcome your porn addiction faster. You can grab your free copy of the audiobook of Your Brain on Porn with the link in the description of this video. You just need to sign up to your audible.com free trial, which is the world's largest audiobook library. A common example is fast food because it stimulates the brain to levels that no other substance in nature will. And if that wasn't enough, adult content is easy to access because it's free, private, and you can watch it in all your devices 24/7. And if that wasn't even enough, there are no limits to the consumption of adult content because you will never get full of it, unlike you could if you eat fast food or drink alcohol. Now that you know why adult content is so addictive, it's time to explain the damages it generates in the brain. Adult content addiction creates these 4 changes in the brain. Number 1. Sensitization. This is when a little cue motivates the addict to relapse into his addiction. This explains why spending too much time on Instagram or TikTok will always lead to a relapse. Number 2. Desensitization. This is when nothing in life feels pleasurable except the addiction. That's why so many adult content addicts feel their life is extremely boring. 3. Hypofrontality. This is when the frontal lobes of the brain, which are responsible for willpower, lose their strength. In other words, the addiction destroys your willpower. 4. Altered stress response. This is when stressful events in daily life lead the addict to a relapse. If you're addicted to adult content, you know that many relapses happened when you were stressed, anxious, sad, or angry. By the way, guys, if you're deeply struggling with porn addiction, I want to invite you to a free training where you will learn how to quit porn in just 7 days. This free training is hosted by my awesome friend Josh Hudson, who is a licensed therapist specialized in porn addiction. You can watch this free training completely free with the link in the description of this video, so make sure to click that link right now. And still, it's probable that you're still doubting if you're really addicted to adult content, and this is normal because that also happened to me. That's why I want to ask you these 4 questions. Do you consume adult content despite its negative effects? Do you watch adult content at times and places where you shouldn't? Do you feel unable to control its use, meaning you have relapsed over and over and over again? Do you have exaggerated and involuntary desires to watch adult content? If you answered yes to any of these 4 questions, then you are addicted to adult content. Stay tuned for part number 3.